during the ACAC season. Thank you for your attendance, your encouragement of our student athletes, and your enthusiasm as we celebrate over.
Joshua Adamle, Martha with Jermaine J.C. Cummings as we get ready to bring you the Ambrose Lions taking on the reigning, defending, six-time ACAC champions and your current national champions, the Metatroy, the SAIT Trojans. Jermaine.
A matchup so nice we had to do it twice in 24 hours, a little home-and-home action. Here we are once again with Trojans, Lions on a platter right for us, Josh. I want to see if yesterday's trends repeat themselves here today because I, for one, saw some very interesting things in yesterday's game.
Yeah, some new recruits on both teams. You always see that time of the year in January when the new recruits do come into the house, and for SAIT, 3 big ones.
Yeah, absolutely, Josh, but only 2 that really made a difference yesterday. You're looking at Yacht Club, a koi yacht, and out of nowhere, look at Jeff James straight down the highway from Edmonton into Calgary, making his home here at the ACAC, and we love to have him. Josh, yet again, the Trojans look reloaded and poised for another late-season push.
And of course, the former Dino, Mayan Tani, is very familiar with this Jack Simpson gym. You know he's going to be ready to show out in front of all the former Dinos.
Yeah, you sure will, Josh. Didn't necessarily have a very impactful game yesterday, but like you said, he's very used to this gym. We're going to see if Man Yam has some Man Yam sandwiches because you know he likes to get up there and get it done.
And as for the Ambrose Lions, an up-and-down season. They've been in a lot of games. They've gone head-to-head and been in close games against Lakeland, against Keano, against Lethbridge, against Ritter. They've been in these games. Just unfortunately for them, haven't been able to get over the gap.
Yeah, not just yet, Josh, but they did have some things to build on yesterday. You talked about it earlier in the women's game. There's an offense, that's predicated on the bigs really being able to run it, Josh. You're looking at guys like Mukic, and you're also looking at days of the week. What days of the week? Sunday. You're looking at Sunday Kerr and Big Wiz Sunday. 6'9", elite on the block, Josh. Made a difference on both ends of the basketball. You know he's looking to repeat that performance here today as well.
Yeah, they really facilitate their offense through Vujic in a way, kind of like we were talking about, like a Nikolai Jokic type of way. They use him at the key. He can shoot a 3. He can facilitate, or he's going to drive in. So something the Trojans will have to keep an eye on. But they have so many bigs and so many wings with the length. It's one of the few times Vujic won't be the tallest guy or the biggest guy in the court.
Not even close, Josh. You talked about it. Towering over everyone in the ACAC is this current version of the ACAC champions. That is the SAIT Trojans. So, a name synonymous with excellence, Josh, in the game of basketball. Locally and now nationally as well. Look for them to continue that tradition, Josh. And to me, from what I saw yesterday, they're poised to do just that.
And a name lost in all of that with all the new names is still the savvy veteran on this team in Marcus Masters, 4th-year player. When he's at the Jack, when he's at home, he always seems to play even to a bigger light.
Yeah, no doubt, Josh. And you're talking about the former ACAC Player of the Year, Marcus Masters. Not only could he get his own points and knows when to get after it, now he's got so many options to use. He's facilitating his teammates. You should have seen him yesterday, Josh, handing out passes, no looks. At this point, he can just throw the ball up there, cover his eyes. Someone's going to go get it, throw that thing down. Be very excited about what you're about to see in front of us here today.
And for the Ambrose Lions, kind of may want to do something that we just saw with the women's game as well. This SAIT Trojans team can run, get in transition. You want to get off to a great lead. That's the one thing they definitely have to do. Can't let SAIT come in with that big lead.
Yeah, bog them up. Traditionally, the way to be going against the SAIT Trojans is to force them to shoot. Granted, they've got some shooters now, but make them prove to you again that they can pull from long range. Pack up the paint, make them beat you from far away.
It was a big win yesterday for the SAIT Trojans against the Ambrose Lions. Lions hoping to reverse in this game. Let's go to the national anthem and the game soon.
now to introduce today's starting lineups. Our starting lineups are brought to you by EFW Radiology, proud to be the official imaging provider for the SAIT Trojans. First, for the visiting Ambrose Lions, standing at 6'4", is a win from Calgary, Alberta, number 3, Sunday Kerr. 6'6" forward from Calgary, Alberta, number 6, Wisdom Sunday. 6'7" wing from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, number 12, Guilherme Lacerda. 6'6" wing from Zoranian, Serbia, number 10, Mateja Dukic. And at 6'3", he's a wing from Calgary, Alberta, number 11, David Mugagwa. The Lions head coach is Neil Maestro and assisted by Chad Roma and Arif Delapa. And now your starting lineup for the reigning, defending CCAA national champion, SAIT Trojans. He's a 5'10" guard from Kitchener, Ontario, number 0, Marcus Masters. 6'5" guard from Calgary, Alberta, number 1, Magna Tom. He's a 6'8" guard, also from Calgary, Alberta, number 9, Mateja Jokic. He's a 6'4" forward from London, Ontario, number 24, Wall. And at 6'1", he's a guard from Edmonton, Alberta, number 35, Jeffrey James. The Trojans head coaches, Matthew Daly, and assistant, Pat Glenn and Matt Shore. The officials for this afternoon's games is Rick Pilling, Paul Bruno, and Andrew Petco.
What it is, what it do, and we are getting ready for the 6-time ACAC champions, the reigning CCAA champions, the men of Troy, the SAIT Trojans, taking on the Ambrose Lions. And new look for the SAIT Trojans. That's the one thing we didn't talk about as well. We talked about the new faces, but that's what people expect from the SAIT Trojans is who's coming on the January roster.
Yeah, no doubt, Josh. And with a program as elite as SAIT has, doesn't make a real difference who it is. You know the best are coming out, and you're talking guys like Jeff James, you're talking Manyan Tong, and of course you're talking set sail as the seas get rough as Akoy Yacht makes his home SAIT Trojans debut.
But Akoy Yacht, he's no stranger to this court. His VIU Mariners were right on this court for Nationals just last year.
Absolutely, Joshua. We got a good look at the Calgary kid coming home, and it's good to see him back in a Calgary squad. That squad being the best in the city, SAIT Trojans.
Here's Kowal, pass to the back, 3-ball. Can't get that one to go. That one just goes just a bit short there.
It is, Josh. Going to be very important here for the Ambrose Lions. We talked about to get out to a strong start and not let SAIT dictate the pace of this game. Make sure you're in control of the pace, and that way you'll stay in it, Josh. They did a good job of that in the first quarter yesterday. Let's see if that repeats itself here today as well.
That one passed ahead down low, and Ambrose tried to get on the board first. We're going to call goaltend or a foul? Or nothing, out of bounds. Okay.
And it was. We saw him get on the break, but he missed that. A player to watch for the Ambrose line, number 3. You're looking at Sunday Kerr, able to get his shot off in seemingly no space at all, involve teammates, and showed yesterday he never gives it up.
Hello.
How you
Easy
doing?
bucket there. That's a call, Yoit, getting that one. And Yacht, we saw him again here for VIU, and now he's coming home in his first game here at the Jack as a Trojan.
Yeah, first home game indeed, Josh. Good to see. Had a nice debut yesterday on the road up at Ambrose. See if that game translates.
Fuick can't get that one to go, and so far all the trays have been nothing but air, so trying to get the rhythm going for both these teams early on.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the interior defense be buffed up for both teams, Josh. And yesterday's game at the start, you're talking back-to-back dunks, both teams racking the rim. Not the case here today.
Here's Kowal. Can't get the tray to go. Fight for the rebound. And the rebound by Sunday. And now here is Sunday Kerr. Kerr drops a dime. Good ball movement. Open look for the 3. And can't get that one to go. But Kerr, you talked about that quick release, Jay, and he shows it right there. That's a tray.
Yeah, you got to account for him, Josh. Anytime he's got the ball in his hands, he's liable to put it up. And more times than not, it's going to go in. Sunday Kerr gets a wide open look. Swizzish.
Passed off there by James. Inside to Yacht. Back to the former Dino. Ton. Marcus Masters can't get that one to go.
There you go. You get a good look right there of Big Wiz Sunday protecting the rim like he did all game long yesterday. In transition, Jeff James going to get called up, but Sunday, a rim protector on both ends, and you're showing why right there as he changes that shot for Marcus Masters.
Subs coming in here. Watch out for Hunter Snyder. He can, it's an up and down player at times, but when he gets going on his rhythm, he is one of the better players in the ACAC and knocking down the tray. As he just checks in right now, and he's on that far right as he's cutting to the back now. Vuic comes in. He's posting up, showing what he can do, in a foul early on. And the Lions have a 5-2 lead. Are you seeing anything different in the game plan from the Lions right now opposed to what you saw yesterday, Jermaine?
Night and day right now, Josh. It was a parade to the basket for the SAIT Trojans right off top yesterday. Not the case here as you see adjustments made by Coach Nystrom, and he's got his guys packing the paint, making things tough on the SAIT offense.
Sunday tried to get it in. He fought at the glass right there and not able to get it to go. That one dropped off Jeffrey James, the former Golden Bear. He's had a few matchups here at the Jack in his own right in Battle of Alberta's. That one, though, goes through the legs there of Will Ton.
Soft now. 2 passes early on from Jeff James. Unable to get corralled in, and he's going to take a seat early on. We're going to get our first look at James Olalabi.
Olalabi checks in, and substitutions coming in. Also for the Ambrose Lions as Lucas Pedersen checks in, and so does Ty Schenk. Pedersen gets it ahead. It's stolen away, drops a dime to Olalabi. He goes up, under, shows a little jelly for the finish.
Gets right into the game and makes his impact right away. Job full court press, and easy 2 with the up and under scoopy.
Vukic, he goes strong, can't get it, fight for the rebound underneath. 4 Trojans are there, and somehow the Lions get it off and have a chance for a 3 there, but it's missed by Ty Schenk. Now going downhill. 2-2, can't get that one to go, and 2-2 a call will go to the line. And man, you look at this SAIT Trojans team, Jay. Wilton, a call, Yacht. Remember Kowal when he was the one guy on this team? It's like they said, hey, Kowal was really good in nationals. Let's just clone him and make a bunch of him.
No doubt, Josh. It's all about length and interchangeability, and you see that, and it gives a chance now to look at Tutu Okol, who traditionally we've seen be a post player. Yesterday, Josh, you should have seen this guy on fire from range, off the dribble, making his own shots. Unbelievable. This is a brand new Tutu Okol. Now that he's got more space on the outside, he's able to get him up, and he's got a touch, too, as well.
That seems like all the wings out here, like I said, just a replica of all each other. Just all the, 6'7" wings on this team?
Yeah, get interchangeable, get to running. Obviously, this roster is built to move and be interchangeable, and they're doing just that here to start out 2024.
Can't get that one to go, and Sunday gets the rebound. In the corner, 3 ball, can't go. And you want to talk about the definition of a microwave shooter, that's Jackson Earl. If he gets going, watch out. Good ball movement, finds double him, and he can't get it to go. Olalabi gets the rebound. And a little fake off there by a call. He goes for the tray. He can't get it to go.
Man, he didn't get it to go, Josh, but last year Tutu Okol is not even attempting that.
No.
You see that? Off the dribble, step backs. Man was in the lab in the summer, and it shows.
Vukic going against Marcus Masters, dumps it off to Sunday. Sunday gets it to go. Took advantage of the mismatch there and then got it down low to Sunday to get the Lions back in the lead.
Nobody beats the Wiz, especially in the restricted area. As you see, Big Wiz Sunday staking his claim down low and getting 2 points the easy way, up and under.
Wilton, nice give and go, finds Olalabi. He goes up strong, can't get it to go. Hunter Snyder now on the break. Passes it in. Nice drop of a dime, and then finding Ty Schenk for 2.
Yeah, that's a good way to use the basket as a little bit of protection there from the defenses. With the lefty, Schenk's able to get 2 more points added to his total now. Early 4-point lead here for the Lions.
Showing a 2-3 zone right now. The call passes it back out. That's Masters in the corner. He wanted it. Not going to get it. Here's the 3 ball. And shot's not going to go down for Yacht. So right now, Trojans struggling from deep, trying to find the shots. They've had them, but 0 for 6 right now from downtown.
Yeah, and that's where you got to credit the adjustments made by Coach Nystrom. Packing the paint, not making things as easy at the SAIT Trojans, forcing them to beat him with that shot. Yesterday's shot was on for the SAIT Trojans. Early on in this one, not there. We're going to see how the Trojans counteract that.
Kerr back in the game, and so is Matthew Henry Harrison. Alley-oop, how's about that?
Come on now, Sunday Kerr. You talked about his facilitating off top. Knows when to go it and knows when to give it up as well as he tosses that one up, and Ferreira is able to come down with it.
Kerr tried to take that one away. How is about a difference? I've had the ability to call all the Ambrose home games other than last night. You and Shauna Preslin had that luxury, and he is a complete game changer for this Ambrose team.
He sure is, Josh. Takes over the game, never gives up, and is always a threat, specifically on the offensive side. We saw it last night, and we're getting an early dose of it here today as well.
Pass in the corner. Little fadeaway J right there. Can't get it, but nice rebound there by a call. Call goes up strong. Kerr knocks it away, and then into the hands there of Fiera.
Yeah, tough miss, Josh. And you see Will Tong unable to kind of find his rhythm yesterday. Seems to still be going tough for him, but you got to keep with it. Stay after it. Get those shots up.
Earl can't get that three to go, and now bringing it up is Jaden Matthews. Jaden Matthews guarded by Henry Harrison. Dishes it back out. Open look for the three. He said he's got range. He can't get it to go, but nice rebound underneath and finished by Will Ton. Trojans may not make all their threes, but they will get all their rebounds.
They sure will, Josh, and starts down low with Big Will. He's able to finally get a basket to go. Cleaning up the mess now. Let's see if that changes it up. Look out below. You're talking about Guillermo Ferreira talking to Sky. Getting up there with back-to-back alleys? Okay, I didn't know he had bunnies like that.
Fiera is a guy that has had exponential growth throughout the season for this Ambrose team. We talked about the wings and the multitude of them on the Trojans. Well, he's one of the lead ones for Ambrose, and he's showing his skill right now.
Yeah, you've seen the game below the rim plenty of times from Guillermo, but who knows he had it up in the sky as well. Gonna have to make some adjustments if you're wearing gray.
13-7. Matthews scouting the D. Gets it back to a call. And Olawabe now at the top of the shot clock's winding down. Call fakes off, goes up strong. And 2-2 a call. First field goal of the game for him.
Yeah, 2-2 puts it on the deck. Couple dribbles later, he's already at the rim. That's those long strides, able to get to that hoop and finish through the concrete.
Tough defense there that leads to a foul as Ty Shank tried to get in there. Pump fake twice, and then a foul going to be picked up by Yacht.
Yeah, man, when you beat your check, you get back there, and you got Will Tong waiting on you, your Koi Yacht. Not much you can do other than try to get some head fakes, see if you can lose the defense successfully. Was Shank doing it on that one. Now we're going to see if we can get to the old school way.
Mayon Ton checks back in. Mayon had a unbelievably successful freshman season here at the UFC. Second season didn't go the way that he wanted, and now SAIT Trojan.
Yeah. A time like the present to really get your game back, and I couldn't think of a better program to envelop yourself in to get on that path than here at the SAIT Trojans. So we're going to see if Man Yang gets back to his old ways here, wearing the gray and red of the SAIT Trojans.
And how's about the Trojans bringing Golden Bears and Dinos together?
Tell you, it's a beautiful thing to see, Josh. You come play for Coach Daly, he'll get you right. You turn enemies into best friends in no time. Look out below.
Hello! Slam dunk by Will Ton.
There goes Big Willie, Josh, able to get up on the baseline and flush that thing now. Feeling good about himself as that's 4 quick points in the last couple minutes.
Kerr gets trapped up. How's about Mayon Ton getting on the ground and getting the steal? Henry Harrison's able to come back up with it. He throws up a shot, can't get it, and guess who's there on the spot? Fiera.
Above the rim once again as Guillermo was able to get it and get the putback to go down as 2 easy ones.
Euro there by Mayon Ton. He can't get it to go. We got Mayon Ton, we got Will Ton. We got 2 Sundays. We have the multitude of names in this one.
I tell you, tough to keep track of, but when you roll that ball there and watch them start to play, they are very easy to decipher.
So Mayon Ton at the line right now. Lions leading this one 16-11 here in the first.
Yeah, so far I haven't seen the SAIT Trojans be able to get to their offense comfortably anyways, and that's to the credit of the Ambrose Lions, Josh. They brought the defensive intensity here early on, managed to keep that little 4-point buffer lead now with only 2:39 left in the first quarter. We'll see if that trend continues.
Mayon's able to knock down his 2 free throws, make it a 1-possession game. Henry Harrison comes in. See how they trap in the backcourt. You got to keep an eye, though, on Ton. And they do get it over. Here's Kerr, shot clock winding down. Fiera looking to give him a pick. Find some room. Henry Harrison for the tray. Gets it to go. Henry Harrison knocking down the 3 ball.
Big time hit by Harrison. Even better find is Sunday Kerr once again at the head of the offense, facilitating for his teammates. Oh, for that open 3. That's a good look.
Gonna reset it up. Hilton gets it down low to find a call. A call Gets it to go, hooping the harm for Tutu a call.
Yeah, barbecue chicken inside, Josh. Faces up against Harrison, just too small. Takes that hit, and Tutu's able to get there and finish that. Now he's got a chance for 3 the old school way. Another good, confident play from a guy whose game is growing every single day.
That's the thing, too. You talk about the Trojans have all this athleticism and this growth, and that's the big thing. They're still growing. These guys are showing so much skill, but they're also still growing, Jay.
Every day, Josh. And it's funny to see players who are used to seeing being in a dunking slot now handling the basketball, facilitating as well. It's perfect. It's what you got to do here when you're wearing a SAIT Trojans jersey. You got to make sure to fill any spot, and everyone on the floor right now is doing that.
Henry Harrison gets it back. Sub will keep coming in for the Trojans in a second here. Henry Harrison knocks down his second tray.
Okay, back to back. Here comes Henry Harrison now with a couple triples. He shows you who's got that range. How are you going to counteract that? Because right now, getting a hand up is not enough.
22-15 in the lane. Everyone jumping, everyone finishing.
Yeah, Will wanted some of that. Tutu says, no, these 2 points are mine. Watch me get this up and over the outstretched hand of the defender. Real pretty finish.
5-point lead for the Lions right now. Henry Harrison has 2 of the threes, but he's getting trapped in the backcourt. They are able to get it ahead as Pedersen goes downhill, goes up strong. He's fouled, and sub going to come in for the Trojans. We talked about new Trojans. We haven't talked about yet, Jermaine. Carson McKenzie getting ready to show his first set of action here at the Jack as a Trojan.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at Big Carson, Josh. Known for his shooting. We're going to see if he can supply that here as well. Didn't get any minutes in yesterday's game, but here he is today with a chance to make an impact right away, getting some burn here in the first quarter.
Trojans team is just so unbelievably deep. Pedersen at the line gets that first one to go. Got to give credit to the Lions. I talked about it in the pregame there, Jay, that they had to come out strong and get a little bit of a lead, a little bit of a bumper, kind of like we saw from the women earlier.
Yeah, it's the only way to give yourself a chance against a team and an offense that's electric as this SAIT Trojans is. They've done that here in the first quarter, and it looks like it's going to end out pretty done with them in the lead. The question becomes, can you carry that over into the following quarters as well?
Inside. No good on that. Ball's batted around. Who wants it? It's Lucas Pedersen and the Ambrose Lions. Marcus Masters guarding Kerr as we're under a minute left here in the first. Kerr getting hounded by Masters, not letting him go. Pedersen throws it inside. Not going to connect as Henry Harrison comes back and gets it. Pedersen sees an open look for the tray and makes him pay. That's a tray, baby. Lucas Pedersen.
To show you the defense has got to be on a string. If one rotation is even a half second late, that is the result. And that's a big 3 right there as Pedersen knocks that down.
28.9. So the Ambrose Lions Day are going to go into the second with the lead.
Got to say, well earned too. Hard earned. Great first quarter from them. We saw this yesterday as well. They were able to hang around in the first quarter. It's a long game though. Question becomes longevity. Can you keep up this effort? The Lions are going to have to do that to stay in this one.
Tutu Akal, who's been the bright spot so far for SAIT in this at the free throw line right now. He's done a good job of that, attacking the rim and getting to the line.
Yeah, for himself, too. Like I said, he was a guy who was traditionally in the dunker spot last year. Just looking to clean up mess, but now he's got a handle. He's able to get to the basket. Got some slick moves, skipping through that lane. Tutu Akal taking those steps.
Jaw checks in the match. Now a steal by the Trojans, passed ahead, and just out of the reach there for Marcus Masters. So 27-19, shot clock turned off. Lions see them get back into a double-digit lead here. Pedersen gets it back to Henry Harrison, has those 2 threes, guarded by Jaw. Under 10 now. Tight defense, SAIT not letting up. Henry Harrison, fadeaway Jay. What a bucket there, smooth.
That it is. What a great way to end off the quarter as Henry Harrison shows you how he's got the jumper working for him. Josh, is that his 8 quick ones in the first 10 of the minute.
Lions double up on the SAIT Trojans. They lead in this one 29-19. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. back to the Jack Simpson here as we get ready to see the second quarter. Ambrose lines maybe a little bit of a shock to some, Jay.
Not to them, though. They know they can come out the gate and keep things strong, Josh. That's a good job coming out and establishing the pace of the game. Like I said, was something they needed to do. Like I said, though, the question becomes, can you maintain that? They're going to have to here in the second quarter if they want to stay out in front.
Like I said, the Lions don't let their record deceive you. Well, first off, coming downhill, Jan slam dunk.
A little back scratcher in the open floor. Look out as Manyan cracks that thing. And then a turnover on the other end with the line violation. All it takes sometimes is one rim racker to change the fortunes. We'll see if that's the case.
And Ton throwing down the heavy dunk there. Again, no stranger to this gym. And this could be as much as a 5-point turnaround, Jermaine.
Possibility.
Did he bend the rim, I think they're wondering?
Badge of honor, baby. You like that. When you're able to go up there and shake the rim, to have guys looking at it being like, did he damage that thing? I get you inside. Manyan's like, yeah, I did. You know I did.
Again, being back in this gym, he wants to have a performance to showcase off to all the Dino fans and Calgary fans that saw him in this gym before. Now here's the former Golden Bear trying to throw it inside and can't connect. Comes right back. How's about another slam dunk?
Set sail. Yacht Club able to get himself a steal in the backcourt and also flush with two hands. Rim damaged up by Tong. Don't worry about it. Yacht Club's going to fix it with a jam of his own.
Trojans, how's about the defense, Jay? It is absolutely game-changing here just in the minute from what we saw from the Trojans in the first quarter.
Most definitely. You got a guy like Abu Ja on the floor now. These are guys who love that ISO defense. Throw them on an island with anybody with the ball, and they're liable to come up with it. And you're seeing that in action here right in front of us.
Getting a chance to see Keys in for the first time. Underneath, hooping the harm right there for Vuic, looks like.
They're going to go baseline out of bounds.
They're going to baseline. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, say it was on the pump fake.
I was going to say, too, with this Ambrose team, what it also shouldn't shock you is they've been there. Like I said, they've been there against the Keanos and the Lakelands and the Red Deers and the Lethbridge and St. Mary's. They've been in these games. It's just been getting over that gap that they've been searching for.
Yeah, right. They're able to stay in it, Josh, to show you. They've got the talent. They've got the raw talent out here to hang with anybody in the ACAC South. And it's just a matter of can you continue to supply that talent throughout the entire game.
And I should know all those games, too, without Sunday Kerr. So he adds a completely different dynamic to the Lions.
Sure does, yep.
Nice no-look pass there. Try to feed it into Keys, but it goes out of bounds.
Now you see some feet getting on fire, Josh. You see the passing lane starting to get stuffed up now. That intensity is being taken up to the next level here by the St. Trojans. Just goes to show you this is chess, not checkers. Matt Daly coming through with something here, and he's got something from
Masters. Pass it up to James. Thinking for the three right there. Yacht dishes it off. Here's Tong. He can't get to go, and then Yacht comes in. Boards continuously stay busy.
They sure do, Josh, and that's the thing when you got a big difference maker defensively out there like Big Wiz Sunday. He's got to come over and help. They got nothing for him.
Ton, pump fake, up, under, and in. And just like that, within 2 minutes, the Trojans have got it to 2 points.
Blink of an eye, Josh, and all it started with was some defense. And look at that, right back in it.
That one tipped away. That's taken away by James, who's hungry for his first point. He has 2 fouls. He's coming downhill. Going one-on-one with Keys. Loses his dribble, gets it back. James dishes it off. Double M for the lead!
Are you kidding me, Josh? Jeff James get busy in the half court. Throw that thing to Marcus Masters. Bury the three. Force that timeout from Coach Nystrom. Here come those Trojans, Josh.
Marcus Masters' first bucket of the game, and just like that, the Trojans start off the queue with an 11-0 run. They now lead 30-29.
Unbelievable. At the same time, Josh, right up the Trojans' alley. Something we're used to seeing them do is flip the switch at any time. Just like in yesterday's game, Ambrose give you something early on, staying with it, stay battling, staying in it. And, I mean, they're still only down by 1 point. Granted, momentum is not in their favor right now, but this timeout could change all of that, and we'll see how they come out.
Yeah, I would love to know what Matt Daly said in that huddle during the quarter break because he revved up his squad.
And he did. You see him right there, adamant, but cool at the same time. You don't hear a lot from Matt Daly. He's not super vocal, but you see it. You see it in him in timeouts right now. You can see how verbose he's being, how outward he is, and he knows he gets his point across.
Yeah, definitely connecting with his players as well. For Coach Nystrom right now, Jay, what is he telling them now after this 11-0 run to start the queue?
Well, we got to get back on these full court, and we need some help. We got to have some release valves for that full court pressure. Right now, we're basically leaving the ball handler on an island, forcing the ball handler to get to the half court. He needs help right now. People have to come back and give him an outlet to pass to. Get in that passing lane and make sure you got big hands so you're able to get those in the midst.
We'll see if they can heed the words that Jermaine had, and hopefully Nystrom passed it on to them. Buick will inbound the ball for the Lions. Tough press, though, from SAIT, and make it work as Ton comes back and gets a steal. Double M trying to go back-to-back. Sunday can't get on top of that. James able to get the rebound, gives it to Marcus Masters. Masters pass it back out. Here's a three and sail away. Knocking down a tray. Yacht Club.
Well, you see it, Josh. Get your boat shoes on and get ready as Yacht shows you his range as he knocks that down short porch right in front of his guys, adding to his total.
33-29.
We're going the other way.
Too big right there, getting the foul picked up. And it's a 14-0 run now for SAIT to start off the first.
And this is almost a mirror image of yesterday's game, Josh. When the Ambrose Lions wanted to get going down low, the guys like Wiz Sunday, when you got smart players like Akoy Yacht down low, and you've also got Tutu taking charges, pulling the chair, creating turnovers. We're seeing it happen here again.
James in the corner. Finds Jaw. Jaw passes back out. James, three ball. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Vuic. Almost look now if I'm Coach Nystrom. Maybe bring back a guy like Fiera, Jay, as he was doing quite well in the first.
And he is right now. You got to find anything that works. His momentum starting to slip through the fingers of the Lions.
Vuic in the corner. Finds Keys. Keys loses his balance. I'm going to call it a foul. Push. So it'll be the third foul on the Trojans. That's the one bright spot so far for the Lions, is Trojans are in foul trouble a little bit here with team fouls 3.
Yeah, got to be cognizant of that too if you're a Lion. You see you're now in the lead when it comes to fouls. Get aggressive. Lean in. Create contact. Get to the hoop. Put pressure on the officials and reliable defense for the SAIT Trojans as well, and see if you can get them in early trouble.
33-29. Sub coming into the match. Jada Matthews checks in. Henry Harrison, I don't know where that was going, but it went right to Matthews. He's got keys on him. Doesn't matter. Try to get the shot off. Can't get it to land, and ball will go back to Ambrose. Matthews had the right idea, but couldn't maybe get off the glass he wanted.
Yeah, and that's a good job getting back in transition as Terrell Keys is able to bother the shot from Matthews and create that miss. Now they got another chance offensively. Let's see if they can tighten up. This Lions hanging on here, only down by 4, but to keep it that way, got to make sure you have some good play on this side of the floor.
Henry Harrison trap pass the back out to Mubagwa. Sunday can't get it to go, but Sunday will have a chance now for 2 at the line.
And he is. Nobody beats the Wiz. And we saw in yesterday's game, Josh, the fortunes really started to turn for them when Wisdom Sunday got going down low. We're going to see now if he gets a little bit more aggressive and is able to create for himself.
Wisdom Sunday, another guy on this Lions team that I've really seen jump his game up to another level and has been a huge addition. Came midway through the first part of the season for the Ambrose Lions and has been a big contributor to this team that continues to grow. You know, this Ambrose Lions team is an interesting team to watch this year. Losing Isaac Gray, and it's been fun to watch them continue to grow and get better every single game they play.
Yeah, Josh, like you said, big turnover from last season's team to this team, and starting to build that culture right now. And they've got some good foundational building blocks here, as you see. Guys like Big Wiz, of course, Guillermo Ferrero, Vucic doing his thing, and now you got Sunday Kerr joining the fray as well. Really good pieces here to try to make something happen late.
40-33 right now. It's been a 14-1 quarter right now, Jay. No field goal just yet for Ambrose. Hoping to get it there, and they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Fiera underneath trying to help him get it. He can't get it to go. Double missed bunnies, and back come the Trojans.
You make the mistake of bringing the ball down low. That thing is going to get gobbled up quickly. Quick time.
And they'll reset it now. Here's Tutu Akol. Finds Masters, whipped around. Down low. Akol picks up the foul, and ball's going to go back to the Lions.
All it takes is the lightest touch, and you see Snyder's able to go with that contact and get himself a foul drawn up against Tutu Akol. Big brain play right there from Snyder.
Substitution coming in here as Sunday Kerr will check back in, hoping to add some flair here for this Lions team. Henry Harrison in the backcourt, double team, just on the line, and
yep, there it is, foot out of bounds.
Yeah.
Henderson trying to plead his case, saying he got pushed. Official not going to hear it. We're going the other way, and there we go. Another front court turnover for that unbelievable SAIT Trojans defense.
Ball's in. Hello! Shut the door and say hello, Wilton.
There it is, Josh. Back door, falling asleep. Wake him up with two hands. Big Willie T making sure to catch that pass and throw that thing down.
Keeping track, that's the third alley-oop now for the Trojans already in this Dino's gymnasium. And a travel, and the ball's going to go back to the Trojans.
Can't blame Harrison for moving that pivot foot, man. You look up, here comes Will Tong. Koy Yacht already in front of you. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? I'm going to shuffle my feet and get called for the infraction.
A call. Down low. Finds Will Tong. Resetting up the offense now. It's Jaden Matthews. Gets it back to Masters. Masters. Fadeaway Jay. Good. Marcus Masters.
Yeah, easy from 15. Josh comes around the screen. Sees doesn't have the angle. Says, don't mind if I pull up right here and just elevate and knock that thing down.
37-30. Almost at the halfway mark here of the second. Whipped across. Tipped all around. Who wants it? It's the Trojans. Slam dunk! Wilton.
Tell you what, Josh, that SAIT Trojan defense standing on business here in the second. Will Tong with another finish at the hoop, and them boys are starting to look real untouchable as the lead has ballooned to 9.
39-30. SAIT up. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV, and 20-1 in the first 5 minutes of this quarter.
Ugly scene, Josh. Cover your eyes. Things are getting real egregious out here as it all is on the back of the SAIT Trojans defense, turning great defensive plays into easy offensive plays on the other end. It's really a sight to see.
Well, Jermaine, 22 points off turnovers for the SAIT Trojans.
Come on. Where do you start? That's all about the defense. Linchpin, time and time again. Hands in the cookie jar, ball up. Don't let the ball touch the floor. Next time it does it, it's just going through the rim for another 2 points.
And if I were to tell you who do you think is winning the rebound battle, who would you say?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lions are winning the rebound battle right now, 15-11, believe it or not.
I believe it. But it just to show you, when that ball's going in at the clip like it is, there is no rebounds to get. So you get them all if you like. If you don't stop us on the other end, you're going to be down 9.
It just seems that the Trojans are at every single possible rebound, but Ambrose winning that right now. Second chance points, 7-5 right now. And how about points in the paint for the Trojans, 26-15?
All in transition as well, Josh. The shot wasn't necessarily working for the Trojans in the first quarter. What do? Bring that thing inside and start to go to work. And at the same time, things starting to open up from the perimeter as well. Cookies, man.
30.
It's a turnover. Yeah,
yes,
not
is.
even
Good
close.
call, Jay.
Not even close right there. 8 and up. 2-2 staying with him the entire time. Nothing Mabagwa could do about that.
Masters will inbound it. To Jaden Matthews. Back to Masters. Masters trying to find some room. Shot clock winding down. Back out. Open look for a 3. That one goes short for a call. Vuic, who's been very quiet in this game, not like him. And I talked about how they run the offense through him, but different looking offense right now. Jackson Earl knocks down the tray.
Yeah, something they desperately needed too is Jackson steps into one and is able to bear it. Talk about Vucic not necessarily having the same effect, Josh. That's Coach Daly right there, because early in yesterday's game, you saw how good he was at being able to facilitate for teammates. Not happening here today as they're starting to swallow him up.
Jackson Earl's 3 was the first field goal of the game for Ambrose. Missed there. And I mentioned too, don't be surprised if they try to go back to Earl here if they can, because he's a microwave type of shooter. If he gets going, he will not miss. But right now, Ambrose can't miss, knocking down back-to-back threes.
Yeah, don't look now, but here comes David Mabagwa knocking that thing down from the short porch, Josh. And just like that, Lions still hanging around in this thing.
Mabagwa knocks it down, and as Jermaine mentioned, makes it a one-possession game. And then Sunday comes in on a Saturday and knocks that away.
Yeah, big Wiz protecting the orange like he does so well, making sure that the 2-2 shot not hit the bottom of the net.
Earl has no room there as a call, not giving him any. Pass back. Here's a 3 to tie it up. Can't get it to go. Just missing there by Schenk. 5 fouls on the Trojans, 1 on the Lions. Vuic coming downhill, pass ahead to Schenk. He's got company though. Yacht hesitates though, but his hesitation is enough to make a miss. Masters goes strong. Vuic picks up the foul.
There it is. Oh, reliable Marcus Masters. Going to calm things down, create some contact, and get himself to the line one more time. Tell you, early on in the game, Josh, with the way the Trojans were playing, you'd think this score is a lot bigger than it is. But you look up, and you're only down by 3. If you're Ambrose, you're still in this thing. Just continue to maintain. See if you can just kind of cross some T's, dot some I's, and get yourself that lead one more time.
Maybe. Well, right now, Masters knocks down the free throw. It's so interesting. I was mentioning to you, Jay, with this team, you know, guys like Marcus Masters and Kowal, you don't even call their names as much anymore with how deep this team is.
Yeah, and we know how much the SAIT Trojans relied on them for offensive production to the national title last year, Josh. But this year, it seems like they can kind of not much take a back seat, maybe just sit beside more guys on the floor and just kind of spread the wealth a little bit. Tough one there. So they're going to pick up Masters for that foul. Tell you, they're only down 5 points, but I do want to see a better press break here from the Ambrose Lions, Josh. Like I said, all game long, they're kind of just leaving their ball handler out there on his own, just trying to get through 2 players. And they're kind of saying, you have to get to the front court. At the same time, you've got to give him that outlet, that relief to be able to give the ball up.
So this will be Ty Schenk here by himself at the line here, obviously. Knocking down that one. And a lot more time now for the Lions, as I said now. 3:04 left. Trojans are in the bonus. Attack the rim. Get to the line.
There you go. Create that contact. Stop the clock and see if you can climb in 1 point at a time. It's a long game.
Inside. Strong take. Get out of here, says Fiera.
Yeah, Guillermo meets 2-2 up at the summit and sends that thing back. Like we said, we talked about his prowess below the rim, but we're seeing some above the rim work here from Guillermo Ferreira today.
Masters gets it inside. A little out of the reach there for Wilton, but Wilton gets it, then tried to get it down to Olalabe, and then Olalabe's fouled.
There it is. James going to work. Don't let the fact he's only 6 feet fool you. Loves to work under the rim. Now going to see if James Olalabe can get it done from the stripe.
Olalabe, a veteran on this team, able to get that one to go. 42-38 now. Trojans in the lead. Trying to get a little bit more of a gap, though. Ambrose not going away. Gets it inside to Schenk. Minor press from SAIT. Ambrose is able to get it over.
Yeah, good looking 2-1-2 right there. Broken quite easily, and that's how you break that 2-1-2. If you're able to get that lane, exploit.
Vuic gets it stolen away, gets it inside, comes back, and SAIT with another steal. Passed ahead. Wilton try to pass it in and gets stolen away there by Schenk. 2:22 left here. Schenk gets it into Fiera. Fiera doesn't like what he has. Pass the back. Vuic looking for the 3. He's off. Fight for the rebound. Who wants it? Fiera trying to chase it down. The ball's going to go back to the SAIT Trojans.
Yeah, back and forth right now, Josh. And like you said, Ambrose is kind of hanging around despite all the great defense from the SAIT Trojans. They're really not making him pay on the other end consistently enough to give them any kind of real gap in the score. It shows.
Right down low, bobbling the ball, but gets it back. Gets it to go. What patience there by Wilton. Got the pass there down in the paint, Jay. Bobbled a little bit, but stay patient, finish strong.
Yeah, not easy to do when you got Guillermo on your back, looming like he has been all game. But Tong able to calmly go up with that, finish with the one hand at the basket, and get himself 2 more points.
Strong take there and finish for 2.
Tell you what, Mabagwa's got that, Josh. You see he's got that big upper body, using it right there, bullying his way to the rim and getting 2 more points.
And Mabagwa with 5 now. Almost stolen away there before the foul comes.
Good look at Manyang Tong right there, Josh, and definitely acclimating himself to this SAIT offense quite seamlessly, if you ask me.
Well, he's a guy that you can fit in any offense. You know, we talked about that when he was a Calgary Dino. He's the perfect plug-and-play type of player.
Yeah, he's showing that ability right now. You would think he was a Trojan for years, the way he's just kind of blended into this offense quite easily here over the last couple days.
Easy shot there in the paint there. Yacht, double digits.
That's tough right there. Harrison thinking corner. Snyder thinking lead pass. Signals crossed equals turnover Lions.
Trojans have a chance now to hit double digits. Haven't had a double-digit lead in this game yet. Trying to get it in, and they do. Here's Olalabe, gets it back. Trying to look down low instead. Swinging, banging, finishing. Oh, no, you didn't, Wilton!
I dare you to not put a body on Willie T, Josh. You're going to learn the hard way that if you don't, my man is going to shake that orange.
How's about Wilton getting down? Wilton gets it down to Mayenton. Back to Masters. Masters, stop, pop, can't get the tray to go. And Mayenton comes in and gets the fight for the rebound and keeps the possession for SAIT.
Yeah, no doubt, Josh, but talked about it off top how Wilton kind of been struggling with yesterday's game. He needed to get some easy ones to get that going. He did that information with 3 dunks and a couple putbacks as well. Willie T going to work off the block.
And a timeout from the SAIT Trojans. Right now it's 49-40 with 48.6 left here. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. What do you think the SAIT Trojans are calling the timeout for here, Jay?
Well, got to tighten some things up here on the offensive side, Josh. Granted, the second chances are there because of your length. You're able to get those second chances, but you don't want second chances. You want your first attempt to go in. So right now, kind of tighten things up. Also on the defensive side as well, while you're doing a good job trapping the basketball, when the ball gets to the hoop, it's getting up too easily as well. Shore up the restricted area, get yourself that quick, and really start to put this thing to the ground.
Yeah, so we'll see what both these teams come out of the timeout with here. Fouls have added up now as well, as Ambrose has 4 fouls and the Trojans have 5. So Ambrose had that lead to start off with, but a 30-11 quarter has swinged the momentum, to say the least.
Yeah, you can say that, Josh, but all that being said, you're still hanging around. You're still under 10 right now, 9 points, 48.6 left. There are some things to build on here if you're Ambrose. It's a matter of keeping that, making sure that you don't crack under this pressure that the Trojans are applying to you here late in the second quarter.
Trojans will inbound, and as I mentioned, haven't led by double digits in this one, so trying to do that right now. Gets it inside, fight for the rebound. Who wants it? Olalabe comes up with it, gets down on the ground with Shank, and the ball goes back to the Lions. So for the Lions here, Jay, 44.6, you have a real good chance here for a 2-for-1. So you need a bucket here, get a good stop, and get the ball back and try to get one more score and feel good about yourself going into the half.
You do, yeah. The rest of the quarter here is definitely lined up for you to get that done. It's a matter of you going out there and executing that, because you do want to take something positive into the halftime break.
Henry Harrison can do that, knocks down his 3rd tray of the game, makes it a 6-point game.
Couldn't ask for a better look as Henry Henderson stepped into that one and was able to get himself one. Henry Harrison, excuse me.
Double H. Now the defensive side here if you're the Ambrose Lions against the SAIT Trojans team. Masters dishes it off. Oh, jelly, jelly, jelly. Right there.
There it is, Josh. Little yam sandwich. As Marcus Masters says, you want a little bit of extra seasoning on that, let me hit you up with a little salt and pep on the backside.
Trojans have the double-digit lead for the first time. Here comes Double H. Goes down, fakes off, goes to, oh, no, you didn't. Wilton. Feel like I say that for every play that he has on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, no doubt, Josh. It's really starting to get going as Wilton just in time, too. And the momentum slowly starts to swing as I think they're going to pick up James Olalabe on that one.
I think so.
In the backcourt. So 2 seconds, plenty of time. 10-point deficit. But like we said, you want to go in on a positive note, and the basket here would indeed do that for Ambrose.
Shank will inbound it. You wonder if they maybe go to Double H, who has been hot from downtown. They do. He has an open look for the 3. Not going to be able to get his 4th 3. And the SAIT Trojans come in and take the second quarter 34-14 and lead this one 53-43. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. Welcome back to the Jack Simpson, and we're getting ready here for the third quarter. Joshua Adamole Marvin with Jermaine J.C. Cummins, and James says, hello, welcome to the second half.
That's how you come out of the halftime break right there, Josh. We saw it yesterday, and now we know Jeff James has got the three-point stroke working. Wasn't going for him in the first half, but that's how you start.
That one goes, so Ambrose answers right back, and going to want to do that. You can't, I mean, the one thing I was going to talk about why I thought it was so crucial for the Trojans, for Ambrose, to start off with a big lead is because it's a lot harder to have the lead and work to keep it than go uphill and try to take it away from the Trojans.
It is, Josh. That's definitely an uphill climb. And one that the Lions do have in front of them here today, and we're going to see if they can kind of get it going here a little bit. Is Sunday Kerr getting active here?
Kerr hits the iron there. Can't get that one to go. Tippy-toe on the line, but ball's going to go back to SAIT.
Yeah, it's early. It's only been a minute in the first quarter, but you like the motion here from the Ambrose Lions as they're able to get the ball moving around, specifically Sunday Kerr, trying to facilitate his teammates and get his own thing going.
In the lane, James. James came out ready to ball here in the second half.
Sure did. Looking like the James we saw at Ambrose last night, Josh, and that is a Jeff James that is ready to affect the game by passing, but most importantly, scoring the basketball from the mid-range.
James on a little 5-0 run himself, gives it in the corner. Ton can't get the tray to go. Ball's batted around. Ton gets it back. Goes up strong. He can't get it. Second chance, not going to go down there as Kowal comes in. Didn't see a lot of Kowal. You and I talked about it at the half, Jermaine. Has that leg wrapped up, so spares minutes for Kowal. Probably want to do as many spares minutes as you can as we get closer to provincials and then nationals.
Yeah, you slowly just want to integrate him in the lineup, giving him more and more minutes every game so he's nice and comfortable and ready when the postseason looms.
Corner, there's Ton. Ton pass it back. Double M, open. Banks open, knocks down the tray.
How about it? There goes Marcus Masters, Josh. We're used to him facilitating for teammates, but now when you got Jeff James on the floor, he can just play that traditional shooting guard role and knock down the triple.
Another tray. Goes down for double M, Marcus Masters.
Quick 6 for Marcus Masters, showing you that he's got that trigger finger working here in the second half.
And just like that, the Trojans doing what they did the last Q, getting out to a big lead, 11-2 run in the first 2 minutes for SAIT J. How's about Sunday trying to make a poster of Kowal?
Golly, gathers a two-step, Josh. You got to be careful with them 2-foot jumpers. And we know Big Wiz is indeed that. Went for it on that one. Wasn't able to get it, but now here he is at the line. Another guy I'm really looking forward to taking a step here in the second half, Big Wiz Sunday.
He'll have to do it because now the margin has drastically changed for him and his Lions.
Yeah, in the blink of an eye, too. Just goes to show you, Josh, up against the SAIT Trojans, regardless of the score, you are always at a disadvantage when it comes to the transition game up against them.
That one doesn't go down. Fight for the rebound. Who wants it? It's the Trojans. Coming out with it. Yacht passes it ahead to Tong. Tong. He gets out of the double. Gets it to Masters. Masters, who's found his shot here as well. Dish to back out. Here's Masters. Driving through the lane. Drops a dime inside. Off the glass. Mwah for 2. Sail away, Yacht Club.
That, everybody, is exactly how you run a two-man game right there. Back and forth between Masters and Yacht. Now you see that ending now in a chance for a three-point opportunity for AK. Love to see that thing, man. Right out of the textbook, those two.
And the last time you mentioned it, Jermaine, earlier, the last time McCoy Yacht was here was with the VIU Mariners and had a spirited run in the national championships here.
Yeah, one thing I remember standing out is his family and friends were in attendance here today, cheering everything he did. Like we said, he's a Calgary kid, man. He's got roots here in the city, so it's good to have him back and now playing for the right squad, and that squad being the SAIT Trojans.
Trying to be part of SAIT getting its 7th ACAC championship in a row and trying to do the one thing they haven't been able to do yet, go back-to-back national champions.
Oh, yeah. You talk to anybody involved, Josh, it is national championships or bust. They're out here to win the Natties one more time.
And you see it, too, for the rest of the ACAC, too, though, Jay. Like, they've loaded up, and now Coach Matt has came in here, and SAIT's always going to have a target in the back, and that goes, you know, specifically you look at the game next week with the Battle of Calgary and Nate Ruffin. That's also the rematch of the provincial final next week coming here.
And it is, Josh. Always good to see His inner city battles, I think it's just a little bit out of the reach there for James. But like you said, St. Mary's Lightning, SAIT Trojans next week going to battle it out for sure.
67-46 right now. Tight defense, but Ambrose able to keep it in the corner, trying to get a 3 to go down, and they do. Hunter Snyder snipes that one down.
Yeah, desperately needed that one, did the Ambrose offense, and Snyder's able to get that one from the corner.
James looking for Kowal down low. Instead, he passes it off to Ton. Here's Kowal, spin move, trying to find some room in the corner. Open look for the 3, bang, knocked down. Yacht, 17 for him.
Come on, Josh, long range. He's got that as well. As Yacht shows you, he's got a short porch J in the arsenal.
Kerr gets it down low. And able to stay patient there. And Hunter Snyder, a little 5-0 run of his own.
Yeah, it's a good job facing up as he turns, goes in face-to-face with Kowal. Kowal waits it out and just kind of slightly puts it over the outstretched hand.
Here's James. Corner pocket, tray ball.
Way too easy, man. You love about Jeff James' game. Got that lefty, puts it up, barely leaves the ground when he gets that things going, but touches no rim and just all twine.
Subs coming into this. Right now, Sunday will check back in for the Lions, as well as Ty Shank, and then Tutu Okol will check back in. Tough defense in the backcourt. You see Vuic, I talked about it, Jermaine. He's the facilitator of this team, but again, just quiet as a church mouse in this one.
Yeah, getting negated for sure, Josh. The game is out.
Get out of here.
Sent back there from the Yacht Club.
And there is the big man right there looking at the open look for a 3, but can't get it to go.
Yeah, you should see him yesterday, Josh. He was doing those typical things you were talking about in the game, facilitating from anywhere, running the offense. Just goes to show you the adjustments made by the coach Daly and the staff are exactly what they needed here for this game, completely wiping him out.
Yacht can't get that one to go. Snyder finds some room. Can't get that one to go, but they keep it in. Sunday was able to fight to keep it in. It looks like Pedersen was fouled, so see if it's shooting. I don't know if it is or not. A tech coming to against a call.
Can't say I blame him, Josh. He's swinging, he swiped down and got all ball. Heard it from up here. That ball reverberated throughout the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. Going back and forth here. What are we saying?
Definitely have the. I think he's giving the details of the tech and then the personal right now.
Okay, yeah. Personal qual and saying tech on Tutu.
Yeah. So trailing right now by 22. That's maybe the burst that Ambrose needed. A few free trips here to the line will do it.
Questions abound here, Josh. No one really knows what's going on right now. We're trying to get some things straightened out.
Matt Daly trying to get some questions right now and figure out what's going on. Substitution's going to come into the game. Will Ton checking in. Shot there is missed by Lucas Pedersen. 5 points for him in this. And gets that one to go down.
Okay, well, gap now is 20. 5 minutes left. A lot of time, but you have to kind of turn it on here if you're Ambrose.
Yeah, can't be living open looks like that to go down, and Yacht with 20.
Okay, you made a Koi Yacht prove he can shoot that. He's shown you he can. Now you got to come find him.
Trojans stretch their lead up even more now, and Olalabe will check in.
Yeah, and if you're SAIT now, you see those whistles starting to fly a little bit more in this half. You feel the way that the game is going to be called shifting a little bit. You've got to make your game according to that as well now. So if you can play good defense, but not necessarily put these guys at the line continuously, stopping the clock, giving them 1 point at a time to get back into things.
Pedersen back at the line. Trojans again, 5 fouls early. And Pedersen gets that one to go. James, who had a hot start here, trying to see if we can keep that going, passes the head to Olalabe. Trying to see if they can get it down in the post. Pedersen playing tight D right now on James. James, little shimmy shake. Gets it across. Dangerous pass, able to keep it in. Throws it across, almost stolen away.
Shot clock violation. That's 24 strong seconds of defense there by the Ambrose Lions. Plays like that can slowly get you back into things now. Let's see if they can replicate that effort on the offensive side.
Vuic bringing up, going behind the back there. Maybe one too many times. It's stolen away there by Will Ton. Ton passes the head to Olalabe. Olalabe goes up strong. Can't get it to go. Chase down for the rebound. Who wants it? Out with it come the Ambrose Lions. And almost stolen away there.
How about James Olalabe getting back, Josh, getting his hand in the passing lane. Almost picking up a steal on the other end.
Matthew Henry Harrison checks in. And Jackson Earl as well. Passed in, finds Jackson Earl. Almost stolen away, and it is Olalabe going downhill all by himself and misses the layup.
Rims out, couldn't decide if he wanted to go glass or go straight up. Goes right in between the two and unable to get it to go down as that thing rims out there on the fast break attempt by James Olalabe.
Jackson Earl dishes it off. Henry Harrison tries to keep it in, but then throws it away in the process. Trojans ball here, 3:31 left in the third, 5-1 on the fouls, but Trojans not really concerned about their foul trouble as they've been continuing to grow their lead. Olalabe gets it down low. Matthews open look for a three. He can't get it to go. Chase down for the rebound. And we got a foul coming up.
Staying active on the offensive glass is once again Willie Tong. Or in that case, not Will Tong. We're looking at a Koi Yacht Club. Almost got that second chance opportunity. Chance for 2 easy ones now from the strike.
.312 and Trojans starting to put on their power more and more. You talked about it. You saw a lot of the same kind of things yesterday that you're seeing now from the Trojans the last 2 quarters.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Great. Granted, the Lions came out and really played a good first quarter, kind of hung around a little bit, but 40 minutes for a reason. You got to play the entire 40 minutes to get this lead, and that third quarter has been typical SAIT Trojans basketball, putting it down here in the second half.
Almost taken away, and it is. So Ambrose will inbound it. And get it in barely, but it gets stolen away at the end of it all. Wilton goes up. Can't get that one to go. It's just a good line.
Never seen a team patrol the passing lane so efficiently, Josh, as you see this men's Trojan team does. No pass is safe from any angle. At this point, DHO is your only option. Dribble handoff the only way to go because any kind of pass right now is getting some kind of fingertips that are attached to a gray jersey on them.
It's true. It's what we keep on seeing here. And now, too, they're just attacking the rim. There's so many different ways they can do it. They can, get the second chance opportunities, nice precision passing, get open for threes is what we kind of saw at the start of this quarter. And now they're just attacking to get into the line.
Yeah, doing typical SAIT Trojan thing is getting to the orange. And when they're doing both things, Josh, there's not a whole lot you can do.
Vieira can't get it to go. And Vieira can't get that one to go. Try to get the second one to go down here. And doesn't get either one of them. Rebound there by a call. To head to Matthews. Matthews dishes in the corner, whipped around. Stays patient there as Call's able to get it out, but shot clock winding down. Matthews trying to find some room. Goes up, almost gets blocked by Vieira, but rebound right there on the spot. Will Ton for his 15th point.
Unbelievable, Josh. Even when you play 23 and a half, great seconds of defense, all it takes is a .5, and Will Tong there to clean up that mess.
So 81-55. And subs coming in now as a chance to see Laurie for the first time. Jermaine and Jaw back in.
Yeah, big Bernard Law. We saw yesterday had quite the effect on the game. He was able to run the floor, especially in the fourth quarter, and able to get his team, or keep his team out in front with the big margin here. He's looking to replicate that performance today. And also Abu Jah, Josh, in the game for the second time. Defensive stopper, electric off the bench, spark plug. I'm not going to say the Trojans need it, but hey, you'll have it at any time, and you know he's going to make these minutes worth it.
Vieira gets that one to go down. And Kowal will check back in the game as well. He'll give Tutu a call a break. Give and go in that backcourt, dropped it down low. Olawabi finds Matthews. Matthews for three, gets it to go. Jaden Matthews knocking down the tray, his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, finally get one to go. You know, Jaden, three-point extraordinaire. It's good to see him finally get one in, Josh, after a few attempts.
Jackson Earl trying to find a second three. He can't get it to go. Rebound by Laurie. And then out of reach there. He's trying to find Jaden Matthews, but can't connect to him. Ty Shank will inbound. And foul's going to go against Vieira. A little bit too much there against Burnaby Laurie.
Yeah, definitely a matchup to see, Josh. Big, solid load down low is Lauren. Just trying to create some space was Guillermo. Unfortunately, got that forearm up. Easy call to make for the official.
Passed ahead, Jaw. Give and go in that backcourt. Stays with the Trojans.
Yeah, the effort's there. We saw this yesterday, Josh. Big disparity in the score, but Lions, they never packed it in. They played right to the very end. And we are seeing that here today as well as the press continues.
Gets it down low. Spins around and knocks it in there by Kowal.
Always good to see him, Josh. We talked about it coming after that big injury. Slowly just trying to get Kowal back integrated into things, and things are looking good for him in this game.
Henry Harrison can't get that one to go, and then a foul there as Matthews trying to bring it up. The fouls starting to collect on both sides right now, Jermaine, as we've seen both teams starting to shoot.
Yeah, we're grinding to a halt here in the third, Josh. The intensity, you could say, is there, but not so fine-tuned are these defenses as everyone's just step slow and second late, and that's equaling some fouls and plenty of free throws for both teams here in the third quarter.
Matthews gets that one to go down. We're approaching here, getting to the final minute here of the third. Trying to dip it off there, but Kowal steals it away. Passed ahead. Ololabe gets it to go this time.
Tried to get up there and throw that thing down. Unfortunately, lost the ball late to James, but I tell you, he got up there.
In the lane there, can't get it to go down there for Snyder. He passed it back out. Double H fumbles it. Here's Kerr. Back around. Henry Harrison gets it to go. Henry Harrison has been a superstar for Ambrose.
Yeah, big motion from Harrison here, especially in the second half, Josh. And I'm going to say Kowal traveled with that one. But, yeah, you're seeing it from him, Josh. Swinging right to the very end is Matthew Henry Harrison.
And, you know, you talked about shutting out Vuic. They've also really shut out Sunday Kerr.
They have, Josh. And after he had a great debut yesterday, home debut for the Ambrose Lions, he showed him out. And tell you, the coaching staff took that to heart, and they made sure to circle him today. And non-factor here today is Sunday Kerr for the Ambrose Lions.
And that's the one really cool thing about that Ambrose gym is it's so intimate. So when big things happen, it's showcased because the crowd can get loud there with how close everything is.
Yeah, definitely. Kept things tight. And not only that, but shooting sites are completely changed here. Lines, everything, completely different atmosphere in the Jack Simpson as opposed to the Lions den.
Shot clock turned off. Henry Harrison handling the rock, going to get a pick from Fiera. Double team. Gets out of it, throws it up to Sunday Kerr. Kerr bobbles it. Gets it back. Does find a shot up. Yes, it goes down. Ty Shank from the corner knocks it in. He has 9 points, and we go to the fourth quarter as it is Trojans 90, Lions 62. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. Back to the Jack. Sunday Kerr going downhill, passed off to Henry Harrison. Fieras going up strong and showcasing what he has right there. So, I mean, the only thing to really say, Jay, is a lot more of that and some tight defense to get a run going here.
Yeah, that's really all there is to say, and maybe a little help as we see Abu Jah unable to corral that one in. And we saw yesterday, Ambrose Lions going to fight right to the very end despite the score. They're going to play right to the final buzzer, so not going to come easy for the SAIT Trojans to see if they can lock it down here in the last 10 minutes.
Take their miss. Fiera goes up again and knocks it down. And it's really interesting with Fiera. He looked unbelievable in that first quarter, and then until now, really quiet.
Yeah, been erased ever since then. Quite quiet as Guillermo, and it's never too late to kind of get in the scorer's ledger and build some good tendencies going forward, so look for him to really be effective here in the fourth quarter.
Masters drops it down to Kowal. Kowal pump fake, goes up strong! Kowal!
I think the knee is okay, Josh. Sometimes you just got to shake it off, get up there and shake that thing, and we see Kowal standing on business, 2 hands in the restricted area. Shake that thing up.
Kowal must have been impressed with Taylor Swift night yesterday because he definitely shakes it up. And speaking about shaking it up and shaking it off, Double H, multiple threes in this game, has been the star to talk about for the Lions.
Sure has, straight from the streets of Chandler, Arizona. Henry Harrison doing his thing here, Josh, and here he comes again in the open floor.
Double H passes it off to Snyder. Snyder going in, trying to find some room.
You got Coach Daly up, reminding his guys to wake up. Despite the big disparity in the scoreboard, these are the times in the game where you can build some bad habits going forward. Coach Daly cognizant of that. He's up right now and upping his guys as he should be, making sure everything gets ran to a T.
Can't get that one to go down. And that one goes in. 6 points for him in this one. Masters. It's interesting, too, with the Trojans, Jay. Like, no one's really had Yacht's had a great game. 22 points, don't get me wrong, but everybody's had their individual moments.
Right, exactly. That's kind of not what we're used to seeing here for the SAIT Trojans. We're used to seeing teams that are very ball-dominant, player-dominant, scoring-dominant. Here, when you've got 7 guys, legitimate 7 guys on the squad who can help you offensively, spread the love around, get everyone involved, and get everyone on the same page.
And I think that you made up a good point, too. We see a lot of these, teams that come together with a lot of stars, and sometimes they just don't gel. It just doesn't work because everyone wants theirs. There's a lot of unselfishness and people knowing you get yours, I get mine, and how they all work together.
Exactly. We can all shine in different ways. We don't all have to do all the scoring. If I'm passing and facilitating for you, it's just as important as you finishing that basket. Guys in the gray jerseys understand that, Josh, and this is a game that's going to need to be completed by everyone on the floor.
James dishes it off. Pass back out. James looking at the shot clock, winding down, steps back, goes for the 3. Can't get it to go, but look at the intelligence there of a 4th-year player like James. He knew that he had no rush, looked at the clock, took his time, found his dribble, and then found a shot.
So much control, Josh. Is always under control. It's Jeff James. Makes everything look so easy. And when you do that, that's a contagious attitude to have towards your teammates. Everyone wants to play under control. And Jeff James showing you right now how much it matters.
Oh, no. Hopefully everything is okay there for a key pillar for this Ambrose team. Vuic.
Yeah, I got to say, I saw Big Vucic's ankle roll over there, Josh. Definitely a twisted ankle. Trying to get that up, see if we can get that thing tied down quick, stop that blood flow.
Well, the good thing is he's able to get up pretty fast, having the limp there. But the fact that he's able to get up pretty fast is a good sign at the very least, I would think.
For sure. I'm going to assume that's definitely going to be a night here for Big Vooch.
Not the night that he wants to remember in this one. Held scoreless, and normally Vooch, big-time rebounder as well. Only 6 rebounds for him in this one, so hopefully everything in his health is good, and that's the much more important thing to focus on. Sunday, pass it out to Pedersen. Shot clock winding down on the Lions. Pedersen dishes it off to Keys. Keys throws up a wild shot, can't get it to go. Keys gets the rebound back. He dishes it off back to Wisdom Sunday. And the Lions will reset up their offense. Finds Keys. Keys, mid-range J, no good. Rebound by Masters.
There it is.
Pass to hit to Kowal. Kowal whips it in the corner. Here's a 3, no good. Kerr comes up with the rebound. Kerr loses it. Who wants the ball? Passed ahead. Here comes Kowal. Going up, and a little finger roll fake off.
Yeah, smart move right there because Big Wiz was trailing. You saw him counting the steps, so it's a good, nice decisive move as Qual stays below the rim and still gets those 2 points. Real good looking.
Pedersen wants a pick, but going to have to go ISO. Kind of left it an island right now. Very bizarre. Sunday goes up strong, finishes. But what did you see in that play? Pedersen calling for a pick there, but no one coming to help him out and kind of get left in an island.
Yeah, everyone watching just like we were here, Josh, waiting for Pedersen to maybe do something. Everyone forgetting he didn't have a dribble, so was able to get it down to Sunday, who's able to make something happen with a hard, decisive move and get himself a couple of free throws for his troubles.
.551 left here. Trojans again kind of getting up in the foul trouble again. That's just the aggressive play I think you got to say for the Trojans, Jay.
Definitely. It's definitely a byproduct of playing hard defensively. Fouls are going to rack up regardless of what the score is. Just something you got to account for when you're playing for the SAIT Trojans.
James whips it across, finds Kowal. Back to Masters. Masters open. Can't get the tray to go. Kowal goes up.
Tell you, Josh, I think the knee is feeling okay as we're slowly
looking like
see
it.
Qual 2 times get back to his old ways just in time with the postseason looming.
Henry Harrison will check back in. It's in the corner there. Trying to get it sniped away and stays on top of it. There's a foul there against Terrell Keys. That'll be his first foul. 5:28 left here in the fourth. Kowal. Cross court pass. Finds James. 3-ball doesn't go down. Masters gets the rebound. Masters passes ahead to James, looking down low. Back to Masters in the corner. He gets the tray to go. Hoop in the harm. 4-point play for Marcus Masters.
That's tough, Josh. He came down on the foot of the defender. Kind of tweaked it a little bit, but he's going to be okay. It's going to take more than that to keep Marcus Masters out, and we know that, Josh. And a chance for 4, he's definitely going to stay in the game, but I'd be surprised if he was in for much longer after this shot.
Yeah, I want to be safe with him, especially with we mentioned who they got to face next week. The one loss, St. Mary's Lightning, led by Coach Nate Ruff, and then the three-headed monster there. There's a lot of other players, don't get me wrong, but Brock Dewsbury, Okadua, and Jip.
No doubt, Josh. Got to be prepared for that game because you always get St. Mary's best punch up against the SAIT Trojans. And now, like you said, the one-loss St. Mary's Lightning, they're going to be ready next week.
Actually, one player that was St. Mary's that never gets talked about enough is Ajayi. Whenever I get the chance to see them, Ajayi always does so many great things for him, and he never really gets lumped in that sum of those three.
Yeah, Paluma Ajayi does his thing, Josh. He's a guy who's going to consistently get you a few of every single stat across the board, and just a guy you can kind of plug in, kind of keep everything together. And definitely a linchpin to that offense here this year is Paluma Ajayi.
Kowal goes up, can't get it to go. As we're halfway through the fourth, passed ahead. Trying to find Lucas Pedersen on the cut there, but can't get to him. Sunday whips it right back. Jaden Matthews playing tough defense. Nice jumper in the lane there, can't go down, and a foul.
Yeah, looks like they're going to get Matthews on that one there. Indeed.
Henry Harrison. As Keys goes downhill, can't get it to go. Matthews tried to tip it back in, and Keys goes out of bounds and back in, so ball will go back to SAIT.
We are missing. We're going to see Man Yang get back in the game and Qual take a seat for what I'm sure is his final time here tonight.
James, allied to the youth.
Oh my goodness, chest
Poster
to
right.
chest. Take a look, and that's going to be a technical foul that is well worth it. because poster season is upon us. Yikes.
My goodness.
Chest to chest. That's not easy. We talked about how well Wiz Sunday protects the basket. Didn't happen there. He tried, man. Ate that thing. Woo!
Are they giving a bench technical as well?
Most likely.
I think they're getting a bench technical as well. Because someone came off, I believe.
Ooh,
Yeah,
boy.
bench technical as well.
My goodness. Get that meat at the summit. Shake that thing down.
Henry Harrison will shoot the free throws. Gets that one to go down.
Look at Amon Walker back there. You know he loves that. Definitely over the bench, Josh cheering for that thing, man. Got up there and put that thing down.
He'll take it. Henry Harrison knocks down both free throws. 4:20 left here in the fourth. 14 fouls on the Trojans, 3 on the Lions, 99-71.
Head top, man. Head top.
Official just sorting out everything and getting us back to the flow of things, and we'll see how the Lions respond after that. SAIT never stops, though, and that's when you see great plays like that happen. Henry Harrison was thinking three, didn't like it. It's stuck, pass it back out to Keys. Good ball movement from the Lions. Harrison can't get that one to go. And now brought up by James as we're under 4 here in the fourth. James trying to find some room. Almost gets it stolen away. Henry Harrison getting in there, trying to get it away.
Come on, it's never too late to get busy. We talked about the handles from Jeff James earlier. Now giving you a little shot of that right there with the Sham guard up and around in between. Man, come on, Josh.
Showing his handles there, and Henry Harrison trying to take advantage too. Almost had a few steals. Ololabe will check back in for SAIT.
Woo.
Try to get it down low, and he does, and the foul coming here.
They're going to say it was parked in the lane for more than 3 seconds. So going the other way.
Trojans a point away from hitting the century mark in this one.
Once again, back-to-back nights.
I don't know how he kept his balance on that one. He's showing a little handle side right there. Keys goes for the tray and knocks it down.
Yeah, Mabag will get busy up top, finds Keys up in the corner, who knocks down the short porch. That's a good-looking transition right there.
First bucket of the game there for Keys is the 3, Olawabe. Jaden Matthews down to Ton. Ton loses it. Ball will stay with SAIT, and I believe we have a foul coming up here. Substitution coming in as Laurie will check back in. He's had limited action, but see some floor here in the final 3 minutes as Ton in his return to the Jack. Pretty efficient game for him, Jermaine.
Yeah, you could say that, Josh. It's almost like he's played a couple games in this gym before. It looked real at home in both quarters, and knowing not only to go get the game after him, but let the game come to him as well and kind of get the teammates involved when he needed to be, and made sure that his presence was felt here wearing the black and red of the SAIT Trojans.
8 points for him, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists for Tong in this one. 100 points now for SAIT. Jermaine mentioned did that yesterday and now doing it again today. Strong take there, gets it off the glass.
Yeah, never too late to go after it. As Shank gets in there, gets into the chest of the defender, is able to push Abu Jah back and get 2 more points added to his total.
Matthews, little no-look dime. Passed around Ololabe. And 2 shots coming.
Yeah, see, you hear Coach Daly? You see him coaching them up right now, Josh, like they're down 20-plus points?
That's what good coaches do.
Exactly. You see, it's starting to get a little bit lackadaisical on the offensive side. Can't happen at any point in the game. You've got to stay sharp.
Well, again, I've talked about this for so many things. It's when you are in game, you try different game situations at this point too, right? So it's always kind of keeping the pressure on.
No doubt. And if the other team isn't necessarily putting that pressure on you, you better put it on yourselves.
8 points now for Ololabe. So 2:35 left here in the fourth. Both teams with 5 fouls. Henry Harrison trying to find some room, dishes it off, finds Mowabe. Pass back out. Mid-range J is good. Nice shot there by Ty Shank.
Definitely, Josh. With the contact as well, was able to knock that down as Ty Shank is chosen late in the fourth quarter to really put his mark on this game.
102-80. Inside, Lore tried to get it on the pass there from McKenzie, but he's all trapped up by Henry Harrison. And I think Lore is going to the line now. And he is. That's the 4th foul on Henry Harrison. He has 19 points, and I'd have to assume, Jermaine, he's going to be the Ambrose player of the game.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one, Josh. Definitely a consistent game throughout the game here for Henry Harrison, and never scared, went into anybody, and started the game out with 3 straight threes, and also took the game inside as well, just kind of affecting the game offensively from everywhere on the floor.
Wabe finds some room for a 3, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wisdom Sunday, and he's fouled. And subs coming into the game now. Hunter Snyder coming in, and Jackson Earl. Jackson 1 of 4 from downtown. Not the game I'm sure he was looking for from downtown. Wisdom Sunday now shooting. Sunday, 9 rebounds, 4 points in this one.
Yeah, definitely not quite the effect on the game that we saw yesterday from Sunday. Nonetheless, he is sure to make his mark, and he will be a post player to be contended with all season long, as he has been here to start out the season.
His growth has been, and that's correction, 8 points for Sunday. So could have gone to double digits there if he could have got those free throws to connect, but unfortunately for him, not really connecting that. And it's been a rough night at the line for Ambrose, just shooting 58% from the charity stripe in this one. SAIT now will try to probably use as much of that clock as they can. Ja gets it down low, try to find McKenzie, gets it back out to Ja. He gets a bucket to go down.
Well, always good to see Abu Ja affect the game offensively, a guy who's known for his hard-nosed defense. Don't mind as he elevates and gets himself a late-game mid-range J.
Well, and that now leads one SAIT Trojan who hasn't scored at least 1 point, and that would be Carson McKenzie.
Well, he's got the opportunity, Josh. Something tells me he's going to be in the game for the rest of it, so we'll see if he gets a look here in the last $1.20.
Laurie technically looking for his first field goal. Hasn't got one of those as we saw him split at the line in this one. Sunday back trying to maybe get into double digits this time, and just not having any luck at the line in this one, Jermaine.
No, definitely not. For a guy who's going to be going to the line as often as Big Wiz is, going to have to work on these free throws, because something tells me as this season shakes out, he's going to find himself at this line a lot more than not.
Subs coming in. Trojans are on their way to another victory, Jay, and continue to rise up the rankings, I'm sure, nationally as well with a win like this week.
Definitely, Josh. Continuing to make their mark on the national level are the SAIT Trojans. And tell you what, James Owolabi's got the triple step backs now. That's how you know things are going well, boy. He's got that in the bag, this J.O.
And see what happens with Red Deer. Red Deer getting topped down last night, picking up their second loss to Ryan Hagee and the Lethbridge Kodiaks last night.
There you go, Josh. Interesting to see how the Kings bounce back after only their second loss, like you said, of the season. Playoffs looming. How do you guys tighten up here in the final stretch?
SAIT obviously will keep an eye on that because that first place is so close right now, right? As of this game right now, it's St. Mary's 12-1, Red Deer 10-2, and now the Trojans at 10-2.
There we go. Things are tough at the top, Josh. Always going to get the best swings from everybody, and Like you said, 3 teams here vying for that #1 spot going into the playoffs.
Top team in the North will host Nationals. And right now that's looking like Keanu is. Jaden showing a little bit of what's he's in his bag, Jermaine.
Yeah, no doubt, Josh. Don't mind the slip. You're going to pick it up and make sure to hold on to that ball, and I'm sure he's just going to hold the ball out here and not take that final shot. Only a 1-second difference between shot and gamer.
Well, once again, it's another season of 10 wins for the SAIT Trojans. They hit the double-digit mark for another season and sweep the Calgary weekend series this week against Ambrose. Next week, we'll see if they can do it against the St. Mary's Lightning.
We will, Josh, and another great win here for the SAIT Trojans. Despite also blowing the Lions out yet again, they did it in a completely different fashion than yesterday. Today's game was really predicated on good play around the basket and a half-court offense as well, whereas yesterday's it was all about the transition game. You love what you're seeing from them, being able to show you they can win in any way possible, taking what the defense gives them, turning it around, making it happen.
So SAIT wins this one 108-81 in this. Jay, your players of the game.
Well, if I'm going to Ambrose, Josh, you talked about him earlier. I'm going to talk about it again. The picture of consistency. I'm looking at 5'11" out of Chandler, Arizona, Matthew Henry Harrison for my personal POG, and we'll see if the decision makers agree with me. And man, who not to choose from for the SAIT Trojans? Boy, you got plenty of options here, but where to go? I mean, I got to go with Koyat if you ask me, but I don't think there's a wrong answer. There's about 3 guys here who could easily get the POG.
Koyat went 8 of 12 from this one as well.
Ooh, come on now.
And it is indeed Double H walking away with this. Shot 4 of 6 from downtown for 3. Had 16 points in this one. And Trojans walking away with Will Taun. As you talked about, there's so many players you could have picked in this one. He shot 8 of 11 in this one, getting 17 points.
Yeah, they did. Not to mention a poster of a lifetime, Josh. Willie T throwing that thing down. I feel like that solidified his POG nods here for this game.
That might be the highlight of the early year here, 2024 for the SAIT Trojans, and they walk away and win this one 108-81. Next up for the SAIT Trojans, a weekend matchup still here in Calgary against the St. Mary's Lightning. At this point, the one loss, St. Mary's Lightning, a rematch of last year's provincial final. Should be an electrifying one. You can find both those games here on the ACAC network. For Jermaine J.C. Cummings, I'm Joshua Arbathon. Until next time, folks, cheers and enjoy the day, people.